Hello everybody, welcome to Fate Grand Order Babylonia. Episode... I forgot what episode we were on, that really threw me off, that thing I just did. Episode 3, Anime Review. This episode, not Reen showed up, Gilgamesh did some things, they did some odd jobs. More servants showed up and sort of introduced themselves, but not really. What else do I know? Other stuff happened. They Skyped Dr. Roman, that also happened. Shield Skype. It's a thing. It's a thing. But anyway, yeah. I enjoyed this episode. The first half was sort of action-y. Is that a word? It's a word now. I know it's not a real word, but we're going to roll with it. Action-y, there was some fights. And then the second half was odd jobby. Not like the James Bond character, like they were doing odd jobs. Again, not the James Bond character. I messed that up. Leave it in, it's fine. Anyway, let's get on with the episode, see what happened and everything, and move on from there. Let's do this. If you remember where we left off last week, Gilgamesh is going to test their power because he's a wise king. Shout out to the guy in the comments who was like, this is post-Archer Gilgamesh. So you got like the Gilgamesh chronology. You got Kid Gilgamesh, Archer Gilgamesh, and then this Gilgamesh, Caster Gilgamesh. Although this Gilgamesh at this point isn't a card because he's a real person. Doesn't matter. That's thanks to that guy who explained Gilgamesh things. Always good to have people explain stuff. Yeah, then they have a cool fight. I don't really have any notes for it. Just it's a cool fight. They're jumping off things. Bloody Anna's jumping off the shield and doing some chain things. What's her class? She's got to be a archer? Chains are sort of like archery? I could look it up, but I don't want to, because just in case, you know. This episode gave me the thought that she might be sort of an important character to this whole arc thing. I've not played the game, should specify, so don't really want to look it up, so I'm not going to. So I will learn. I mean, if people tell me what class she is, that I'm cool with. Don't tell me anything else though. Thanks, guys. He says they're crap after the fight. He's like, nah, get out of my sight, you. He didn't call them mongrels, did he? Oh man, when he eventually says mongrels, because he's going to, because it's Gilgamesh, that's going to be hype as anything. When he said it in Collide, mongrels, popped out of my seat. Getting sidetracked, this episode. Gilgamesh has the grail, he's like, look at it, it's the grail. No, you can't have it. And then, what's main character's called? Fujimaru? Yeah, Fujimaru, whatever his first name is, he's like, we'll defeat the goddesses for you. And then he laughs a bit and it's pretty funny. He's got a real belly laugh. He's like, ha 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 ha. That's exactly what it sounded like. Dub that over the top. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, then some guy comes in. I don't know what to call him. He's a messenger guy, right? He's like, hey, Ishtar's coming. She comes through the ceiling. And I'm like, you have the worst guards ever. Don't you have a barrier? Why could she get past the goddess power? But if they could do that, why don't they just come get you all at once? I don't know. I mean, she was able to get there. Why does she look like Reen, by the way? I assume it's some sort of pseudo-demi half-servant thing, but the terms are all different. Someone tell me why she looks like Reen, because I don't think that's going to be explained. But whatever. Yeah, Ishtar shows up, is tsundere a bit, has a little fight, attacks Gilgamesh, all the party help. She stops attacking after looking at Anna, and she's like, oh, now I see. And I'm like, what do you see? I don't see anything yet. Tell me. Is she Illuminati? She's got an eyeball thing on her forehead? Who knows? Then Gilgamesh tells them, hey, start from the bottom, work your way up. Now shoo, out of my castle, please. And yeah. In this first bit, curiosity abounds. I want to know what's up with Anna. Well, I mean, I'll wait. Don't tell me. What else? Ishtar? She was pretty. Is she bad? I mean, she's in the Three Goddess Alliance, but I don't think she's bad. You know, she's funny. She goes proper tsundere. She does the it's not like I care or anything. Backer. So yeah, Ishtar, thumbs up. Anna, also thumbs up. Gilgamesh, thumbs up. That woman who was helping Gilgamesh, whose name I didn't write down, so probably should have done that. She seemed moderately important at least. She basically tells them, hey, get some achievements, then maybe he'll listen to you. And then she takes them to the house. They have a nice house. It's their base of operations. Chaldea branch Uruk, I guess. the Uruk branch of Chaldea. That'd be sort of a thing. Then later on, Mash sets up Skype with her shield, as I said previously, and then they call Chaldea main base, Dr. Roman and Leonardo da Vinci, just called Da Vinci, because Leonardo's a man's name. No offense if you're a lady called Leonardo. I've just never met one. Now I make that my life's goal is to meet a lady called Leonardo. But yeah, anyway, cool. Chaldea, they have a bit of chat about Ishtar's spirit origin and whatever. Don't know what that means. Fate lore. And then some more servants come in. They are, oh man, this is gonna, Ushi Wakamaru and Leonidas, and one more whose name I missed. So I got two of them, and I'm going to probably shorten their names to Ushi and Leo, because their names are long, and I you know, it's easy to remember if you shorten them. But yeah, they have dinner and everything, and it's all shenanigans. Anna is the most adorable thing. She eats some sweets, and it's like, it's good, these pancakes. And then Leo gets drunk, and then asks that lady, while that's passed out, the main party, I guess, asks that lady, it's like, so Enkidu, right? What's up with that? And she's like, yeah, they've never met each other, I guess, in this new, he hasn't met the servant version of Enkidu. Is he a servant? The new Enkidu, after the last one died, but he knows it's a thing. And then it's bedtime because Anna falls asleep on the chair, on the table, I should say. It's time to go to bed, everyone. The next morning, Mash and Fujimaru, and I guess the others as well, get their first mission. What's it going to be? They're going to have to kill some wolves? They're going to have to kill some wolves? No. What they got to do? They're doing like construction work. You know at the start of Konosuba where they're like, let's go on an adventure, and then they're just doing, it's that basically. It's that bit. But yeah. Also, speaking of, is this an isekai? Because they get sent to another world, or is it just an earlier point in time? Is it an isekai? Do you get sent to the past, or is it not? I'm not gonna play with that can of worms. If you start by that, everything could be an isekai. But yeah, they're doing all load of odd jobs. There's a little montage of them doing everything. Later, Anna tells Fujimaru she woke up and she just knew she had to kill demonic beasts and everything. And since every other servant seems to have been summoned by Gilgamesh, I assume there's probably some on the goddess's side as well. But except for her, so she, something important is what I'm going with. But then tells him, nah, I don't want a contract with you. Let's not do that. Because she was asking why he was tired, because he was supplying Mash with mana for a big old sparring match with some soldiers, I think is what was going on. Later on, Merlin tells them they got the day off, so hey, you two go on a date, and they're like, date-o? But then Anna is like, guys, instead of that, you need to help me. And they go and defeat some ghosts off screen, some spirits off screen. Underneath Uruk, they were Grim Reapers taking souls and stuff, killing people. So good job. Anna then asked them, hey, why do you interact with people? That's not very efficient. And they're like, they explain everything to her, and then I think that's where we ended. Not quite, there was a post-credits scene. In the post-credits scene, there was a big old CG snake monster. I think it was CG, I'm just assuming it was, I don't actually remember. But big monster usually equals CG nowadays. Talking to Enkidu about, then Enkidu called it Mother, so I'm assuming that's going to be like, it had like a woman's body, so I'm assuming it's a goddess, one of the three. So what we got, Ishtar, gotta say it not weird. Rishtar, because it's like Reen and Ishtar. And this snake one. I don't think they said a name. I missed it if they did. But yeah, that was the end of the episode. Very enjoyable. I'm really honestly surprised with this show. I mean, I think it is just, I know it's Fate Grand Order or whatever, but like, I think just because it's based off a mobile game, I was expecting them to be very lazy, and they haven't been lazy. Like, the fights have been good. It feels fine as an anime. I mean, I still think if I hadn't played at least a little bit of Fate Go, I'd still be confused to what the hell was going on. But it's not as confusing as I was expecting. Like, for the most part, it is like its own contained story, I guess, and that's a good thing. So yeah, I think it's doing pretty well. I'm curious to see what the hell's going on with the story. I want to meet the third goddess. I don't know who that could be. As I said, haven't played that far in the game yet. I'm curious to see what's up with Anna. I'm curious to see when Gilgamesh says mongrel. That shouldn't be that high on the list, but it is, because he's our boy, man. He's our boy Gilgamesh. Yeah, maybe some other servants might show up. We're only on episode 3. It feels like it's been on for a lot longer, but no, we're only on episode 3. But what is it, 21 episodes? Really curious to see where this goes. They usually, obviously, they build all of the things. They build towards the end, so a big old final battle. Hopefully they don't bollocks it by having everything be massively CG. That's the one thing that might ruin it. But nowadays, CG's everywhere, so it's to be expected, which is a bit sad. But anyway, it's done a good job this so far. It hasn't abundantly CG'd everything. So, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Keep it up. Keep it up. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing and pressing like and commenting and doing all other good things as well, because it makes me happy and it makes my day. It's like giving me a puppy every time you do it. Soon I'll have too many puppies, but puppies are cool. Puppies are fine. More of a cat person myself, but that's irrelevant. I will see you next week for another episode of this, and bye guys.